Okay, so the Ravens, the Ravens survived this one against the Eagles, 30 to
Mhm.
28. I mean, look, let's get all the pleasantries out the way. Yes, a win's a win. Yes, it's hard to win in the NFL. Blah blah blah. Man, whatever. We look terrible.
Yeah,
We look terrible.
yeah. Now the offense completely out of sync. The line is still not protecting. The running backs still aren't running well. The receivers still aren't getting open. I mean, Lamar had his misses, but Lamar was the entire offense this week.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Where do we start? This is an ongoing thing, man. We're repeating ourselves every week, but until we actually fix it, this is what we got to talk about, man.
Mhm.
There's nothing going on the offensive side of the ball. It's all unless Lamar's making it happen, right?
No.
Get this man wide receivers. We're going to keep saying it. Get him wide receivers.
And it's not even just for him. If hypothetically you trade for Julio Jones, that
Mhm.
makes the O line look better. It makes the running backs better, and yes, it makes Lamar better.
Yeah.
It's not just about, oh, I want Lamar to be playing better and have better numbers. No, man, the offense has no identity because they don't have anybody who they can rely on to move the ball consistently. Like if you need a first down or however many yards, who are you going to in Baltimore? You don't know.
No. Mark Andrews. That's what people will say. Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Mark Andrews had 20 yards.
Yeah. Because defenses are figuring it out. Just shut down Mark Andrews and force everybody else to step up, and we'll see if they can do it.
And they can't.
And no, they can't because even Hollywood, they understand. Hey, we make sure he doesn't beat us deep. We can bottle him up, and
Mhm.
nobody else is going to provide any kind of production out there.
No,
And we're not even running the ball with any kind of consistency right now.
no, no. The running backs were bad. Gus was 14 carries for I think 28 yards, 26 yards and a touchdown. Uh, you
Yeah.
know, J.K. Dobbins had 9 carries for I think 20, a little over 20 yards. Ingram 5 for 20, and then he got hurt. He sat out the majority of the game. It's just none of it is working. None
I'm
of it's
looking at it.
working.
Gus Edwards, 1.9 yards per carry.
Yeah.
This is why he's not starting, guys.
Well, I don't understand the calls for Gus Edwards anyway. Like you've seen him as a starter. And you were
Yeah.
all excited when Mark Ingram came to town. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't hear anybody saying, "Why'd you sign Mark Ingram? We don't need Mark Ingram. We've got Gus Edwards." Nobody said that.
Yeah. Look, we'll talk about defense in a minute. I mean, they gave up 28 points. They didn't have a great day. But what is for the Ravens fans out there that are just completely against getting wide receivers? What is your issue with bringing in a wide receiver or two wide receivers? Because, like me and B discussed earlier, the scenario should play out like this. This is not a far-fetched scenario. This is what should be happening. You trade for Julio Jones and sign AB. What is your beef with that? What problem do you have with bringing in two elite wide receivers to this team? We can fit. We can make room to fit on Julio Jones under the cap. AB's
Mhm.
only getting the vet minimum. If
Mhm.
there's any issue with him, you can get rid of him. What's the problem?
I'll tell you what the problem is. It's a change in identity that a
Yeah,
lot of fans just don't want.
yeah,
They want to win with defense, and
no,
that's not a
absolutely.
thing that you can do in 2020.
Yeah, we need
The
to. Yeah, no, we need to change the way we think here because the thought is the defense needs to be stout and the offense just needs to be good enough. But we don't have the same talent. There's nobody on that defense as talented as Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is the star of this team. He's the best player in the league, right? But we need to add weapons around him. We need to build a team around him, not on the defense. There's nobody on the defense that's going to carry this team.
Well, and it's not even about who's the star of the team for me. Like there isn't a defense good enough to have your team built that way.
I
There's
agree.
no defense in the league that's built to shut down the Chiefs. The Colts had the number one defense in the league coming into this week, and they were 3-2.
Yeah.
Like it's you can't build around defense because the NFL wants these teams to score points.
Yeah. No,
You know?
I agree. I agree. There's going to be weeks where the defense just can't hold together, or they're going to give up points, and you got to be able to respond. Now, luckily, we put up 30 points this week, and
Mhm.
we did just enough on defense to get the win. But there are some major concerns, man. Like, yeah, you can look at it and say, yeah, we scored 30 points, but that was a struggle.
Yeah, you scored 30 points on a team that's not very good.
No,
You know, that team that's been struggling throughout the season. You
yeah,
know, uh, I mean, the answer seems pretty obvious to me. You know, now okay, if there were a right guard available, because I've heard some people say, "Oh, you know, we need to fix the O line too." Yeah,
yeah.
if there were a right guard available via trade, absolutely go for it.
That's
But
another thing that we talked
you know,
about addressing in the offseason was
mhm,
O-line. We said wide receiver and O-line, wide receiver and O-line. And these are the positions that we knew we were getting worse at.
yeah,
Everybody knew that. That wasn't this none of this is a surprise, right?
no,
Um, but now here we are, and people are complaining about it. Like, what did you think was going to happen when we lost Marshall Yonda and we did really nothing to replace him?
right. But you know, in the offseason, Ravens fans wanted the new Ray Lewis. That's
Hmm.
it.
Yeah,
So you got the new Ray Lewis, and this isn't the league that Ray Lewis played in.
no.
So
And you
these
know
are
what?
the results.
He looks really good.
Yeah,
What does it matter?
it doesn't at all. At all. I mean,
Yeah. So, guys, we have an opportunity right now to turn things around on the offense. Sign Julio Jones or trade for Julio Jones. Sign AB.
right. You're going into their bye week. You can bring both of them in, and you've got a shot to have them get acclimated to the team over the next week, and then get ready for Pittsburgh, because you are not going to beat Pittsburgh playing the way they've been playing.
Yeah. Right now, I'm nervous. Even with Devin Bush going down, I'm nervous because they're going to be able to score on us. I know our games. Our games are always close, and I know we had a bad game on Sunday, but we have a good defense.
Mhm.
But their offense is clicking over there. They're undefeated. Like, we gotta take them seriously.
Yeah. But also, you know, having a good defense, you need to still hold the ball on offense. You need to put points up on offense consistently. It's I mean, yeah, obviously the total points matters, right? But
Yeah,
you can't score 30 in the first quarter and zero for the rest of the game and expect your defense to hold up. I know that's not what happened in this game, but just as an example, like
but
you
it kind
have
of
to
did, right?
be
It kind of did.
you know,
17 points in the first half, and then
mhm.
13 in the second, and then in that fourth quarter, I mean, just three and out, three and out, three and out.
Right,
You
and
know,
that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you score a lot of points overall, you have to move the ball and score consistently throughout the four quarters, or your defense is going to break. Like, it doesn't matter who your defense is; that is, they're going to break if you keep sending them out there and asking them to get stops for you when you're not moving the ball on offense.
exactly, exactly. So, look, well, we 5-1,
Hmm.
5-1. We're lucky to be 5-1. I'm just being real. We had the south part of our schedule is over. It's time to play some big boy football, and there's nobody on that team really that's shown that they're up for the challenge. So go and get Lamar some help. Don't be afraid to be great, man. Like, come on, don't be afraid to be a great offense.
Yeah,
Right? Stop this conservative play and thinking we just got to do enough. We can just scrape by. Go out there, get the talent. You have the best quarterback in the league, or second best, if you want to say Pat Mahomes. You have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Surround him with talent and beat the brakes off these teams.
listen. I mean, Julio Jones is into that senior citizen territory too that Baltimore loves so much. He's 31 now, so go get him. You know, unlike Lee Evans and Seth Roberts and Michael Crabtree and all those, and
TJ
God damn,
Houshmandzadeh.
Des Bryant. Like, unlike all those guys, he's a proven playoff performer. He
Yeah.
shows up in every game. That's what you need. That's who you need to go get.
And AB. You can say what you want about AB's
Yeah,
attitude. You can say what you want about his off the field issues. There's never been an issue with him on the field. None whatsoever.
you might hate Antonio Brown, but you know who hates him even more than you do? Corners.
Yeah.
So go get
The
him.
defense.
Yeah.